Right, so we have an example of a text map, which is months of the year. What you've got in the middle is the central topic, which is also known as the root, and then from that you've got various nodes or lines which come from that. In this case there's 4 because we've got months of the year, and each of these around here are new branches from the main topic. And the way that that was created was by typing in text in the left-hand side window and then indenting for new branches. Now we're going to start a brand new mind map, so the way we do that is to click on New, and that clears the screen. So we've got a text box and we've got a blank canvas to work with. Right, so let's create a new mind map, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the top left-hand corner of the text box, and I'm going to type in a topic or theme for my mind map, and I'm going to click return. So that becomes my root topic or theme, which will be in the middle of the page. And automatically an indentation has appeared because there's only one central concept or topic that you can have, and from that you're going to create other branches, other topics to come out from that. So in the second box I'm going to type something else, which is going to come off from that topic, and I'm going to click return. Now it's thinking that these are all going to be topics which come off from the central root theme. I'm going to put another one in here. In fact, I'm going to have 6 topics in all 6 areas. So I've got 6 areas which come off from my main topic. Now, if I was to click on draw the mind map at this point, the other way you can do this is by Control and Enter, and that will give me my basic mind map. Okay, so in the middle what we have is the root or theme of my mind map, and from that comes 6 nodes and branches showing different factors or areas in which I want to go down. Now, once we have the basic mind map showing, we can click on each of these and drag them out as appropriate, as we want to, like so. Right, okay, I'm going to go back to my text box and I'm going to click on this first branch, and I'm going to indent by clicking on the tab key. So below my first branch I'm going to put in some other key terms. In this case it's going to be a list of authors concerned with my topic, and I'm going to type each of those one by one in the text window, each time pressing return, and that should keep the same line, in the same place there. So they're all indented the same amount, so they should all be the same level when it comes out to the final mind map. If I click on draw mind map now, you'll see what happens. We get a whole list of new branches which comes off from this theme, and I can play around, I can edit, or I can move the boxes around to make it look better. Right, I've jumped ahead and I've put in some more text in my window. Below each of the first levels I've put some new levels in, some new text off each of those, and I'm going to update my mind map by clicking on here, and as you can see the mind map has expanded with some more terms. Again, I can play around with this. I can individually click on each box and I can move the mind map around the screen. Furthermore, if I click somewhere outside of one of the boxes, I can drag the whole canvas. I can drag the whole canvas left, right, up and down. I can also zoom by clicking on here, so I can zoom in on my mind map and again drag it around the screen for more detail, and similarly I can zoom out as well and drag it back. Okay, you'll notice that each of the branches has a different colour. By default, each of these will be given a different colour, but the way you can change colours and other things is to go into the Options tab, and then in the Colours section you will see that the root currently has one colour, black, and then each of the branches subsequently have colours too. So for example, branch 1, which was this one here, is a sort of blue colour, branch 2 here is a sort of greeny colour, red, and so on around there. Now you can either do it that way, or you can switch to level so that you have levels, so that you have colour coding for each level that you go down. That's entirely up to you, and you can switch backwards and forwards between these and play around with them to your heart's content. If you go into each of these, you can select individually a specific colour that you want from a colour spectrum. And the other things you can do in the options is you can position where your mind map is on the canvas. You can change the font colour here. You can change the font to something else if you want to do that. You can change the text size, and as you scroll down it will change the text size in real time. And you can also change the colour of the lines too. You can make them darker and you can make them thicker if you want to. Okay, what I've done is I've cleared the mind map I was working on and started again, but I've kept all the text. In fact, I've now added some examples for each of the authors that I wrote about in the previous level of branches. So for each of them I put either one or sometimes several examples of theories that each of my authors have written, and basically these have come off, again indented once more from each of the previous lists of names that I had. I've done that all the way down to the end, and I'm now going to update with a new mind map by clicking Draw Mind Map. And now I have a very full and complete mind map which I can play around with. I can drag the whole thing around the screen. I can zoom in and play around with it in that way. And of course I can zoom out and drag it back again. And one further option you can do is you can create concept maps by writing on the actual lines that come out from the boxes. And the way to do that is, well, I'll give you an example. I'm going to number the 6 original branches that I had. That was the first one. This was the second one, the third one, 4, 5, and 6. So these are the 6 original branches that came off my main topic. I'm going to draw the mind map or update it, and now you can see that it's added numbers, but you can add numbers, you can add text to them. That doesn't really matter. These numbers are now showing on each of the lines. Okay, just for this last short section, I've reset my mind map and I've changed the colours back to how they were, and I've changed the font and size of the text, and I've done that using the options window. Now I'm going to zoom out to show you what my completed mind map looks with everything configured and nicely spaced out. And now I'm going to save this, and the way I can save that is by clicking on here, and that will save my mind map to and give me a unique URL, or there's a view only version which is available here, so you can copy and paste that. If you want to email someone else, you can type their email address in here, or you can send it to yourself. Likewise, if you want to recover a mind map which you've forgotten the unique URL for, you can just go back down to this option down here, type your email in there, and that will send you those links once more, which is very handy. And the very last thing is, if you click on download, you can download your mind map as a PDF or as a JPEG file. Thank you for watching.